I just wanted to do a quick video so that you can have some good methods for this cucumber salmon roll-up recipe. So the first thing is you need strips of cucumber, and one of the methods is to just simply use a knife. That's obviously way too thick. You're looking to get the thinnest slice possible. So just being very careful and keeping an eye on the edge of the cucumber here, you can make a nice thin slice. So there we have one. Put that on the paper towel to dry. Second method is to use a vegetable peeler. So again, keeping an eye on the side of the cucumber. Just make a very thin strip here. This is actually the method that I like the least. As you can see, that one did not really turn out very well. Let's try going this direction. So it works, but might be a little more challenging. You might waste more cucumber than you'd like. So again, that's my least favorite method, but there we have one that's appropriate. And then the final method is to use a mandolin. I actually decided I'm not a fan of this mandolin. I've always wanted one, but this one slipped around on the counter, but I did figure out that it has this nice notch where you can put it on a bowl. So if you use it like that, it's probably the most safe. Additionally, I would recommend using one of these handy cutting gloves so you can just make sure that you keep everything intact. But this is the most consistent and easiest way to make slices. As you can see though, this particular mandolin, I think it takes a little bit too much effort, so I think that's too dangerous, but you can see you get great cucumber slices with it. So those are the way you get your cucumber slices. Now we're going for the salmon. So the last couple times I've been to the grocery store, I haven't found your traditional lock salmon, which is, you know, very thin and sheet, which would be perfect for this. But since I went to the grocery store today and this is what they had, this should work fine too. So you just need to cut some thin strips of salmon. And again, this is not my preference, but yeah, because see how it breaks up. But for the purposes of this video, we're just gonna go with it. So when you get it, you'll have the sheets of lox, and if I go to record this video again at a later date, so will I. So the other key thing is to dry off your cucumber. So you can see I put these pieces of cucumber on the paper towel. You wanna make sure that both sides are dry before you attempt to fill them. And then I like to put a little extra dill on the cutting board because that makes a nice pretty design on the back of your cucumber. Get your cream cheese, spread a nice layer here. And then we'll put our salmon. Again, this is not ideal here, but we're gonna work with what we have today. Okay, and then the final step is that you simply roll it up. Now, if this were flat, it would roll a little easier. And then what also happens when you have the flat salmon, and I have another video of this, I'll put a clip in it, it kind of comes out the side and looks more like a rose. And then you can see if it sticks together for you. Sometimes I need to put a toothpick on the outside to hold it together until you chill it. And then after you chill it, it usually stays together quite well. And then finally, you top it with a couple of capers and you're good to go. That's your cucumber salmon roll-up. So let me know if you make it. I'd love to hear what you think. Delicious.